Hi everyone, or anyone, whoever's there. I'll just have a couple of words, chit chat until I realise some people are watching. So welcome to this week's art class, live from St Leonard's. And hilariously, the lady who's modelling today, she literally lives probably 5 yards away from me. Oh, hi Paul! 5 yards away she lives from me. But Katie, who does all the backstage stuff, who lives around the corner as well, she's in London today doing it from a pub. So that's a bit of excitement for everyone. Anyone else there besides Paul Waynes? Oh, hi Anthony Duckles. Hi. Paul, I've watched the second episode of Katie Keane. I watched it before this. It gets worse and worse. The acting. So Paul Waynes recommended a programme to me on BBC iPlayer, Katie Keane. If you like New York drag queens, really rich girls, glamorous department stores, and rather ridiculous storylines, is the programme for you. Katie Keane. Oh, hi, Pauline Gibb. Hi. Oh, hi, Debbie Darlings. Hi. Oh, did you like my review of that show, did you, Paul? So, last couple of days, when I haven't been watching Katie Keane, I've been reading this book, First in the World Somewhere, by Penny Pepper, who's today's guest. And I'm sure once you've seen her and met her, you'll want to buy it too. It's available from Amazon, and it's not even available in Kindle, only in proper hardback. So it's a very good read. So I expect probably you'll want to read a little bit more once you've met my marvellous guest, who is a poet, writer, a musician, and a bit of a sex expert, I believe. Oh, hi, John. Yeah, she's often... Hi. Oh, you've read it as well, have you, Matt? Oh, good. Matt, your picture's very flattering of you. I think it's Charles Hawtrey. Yeah, Charles Hawtrey you're looking like today, Matt. All right, then. So I think there's a few people here, is there? So I think I'd like to introduce Penny Pepper, today's model.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
hey. Oh, it's our friend from Japan, Hizumi.
Wow.
She does lovely pictures. She'd do a lovely picture of you.
Here
So,
I am
yeah,
in pink. So
yeah, you're
in
looking lovely in pink today. So I think it's quite a nice, easy picture for people today because they haven't got lots of hoo-ha in the background. And you've got
no,
your pink eye makeup on. To be
I
honest, you can't really see it, but I've got a little bit more dark pink eye makeup on, but you can't see it through my glasses. Do you know
oh,
Matt?
I do know Matt. Hi, Matt. We're Facebook friends,
Oh, good, yeah.
so I hope he's going to draw me.
I hope
One
so.
quick, one quick thing I want to say, Sue, is that the First in the World Somewhere is available on Kindle,
Oh,
but
is it? Couldn't
if
get
you
it.
couldn't find it on Amazon, I'll have to check what's happening because
Yeah.
Hi, Debbie. Hello. Yeah, I'll have to see because it's quite important because it makes it more accessible for lots of people to have it on Kindle.
Perhaps I did
So,
look, but I just wanted. When I buy books, I really want to read. I like to have them in hardback though,
oh, I
because
know, I know.
Kindle ones they
It's
come and go.
yeah, it's just a thing, because I can't hold books anymore. But
Yeah.
what I'll do, they probably love me. If it's one I really want, I'll buy it in hardback and then have the copy on Kindle. So I'm a double buyer. I am.
Oh, Julian from Mersey Island in Essex.
Wow.
Let me just have a word to everyone. So you've got a lovely picture to draw today. As usual, you can do one big picture, lots of little sketches, whatever you fancy. Any questions you want to ask Penny, please do, and Katie will put them up on the screen. But let me talk to some, because I've read it all now. So you didn't have a very happy childhood, did you, really, from what I can gather?
Not especially. No, not I mean I don't want to give away the big thing that happened.
No.
But yes, I did when I was 2 years old, I became ill and I got this rare form of arthritis.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a bummer.
I guess so.
And it was interesting because I've still got memories. I wasn't wheelchair user till I was about 14, but obviously, your life then changes, and when you're a kid, you kind of you question everything, but you also tend to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of what happened to me was from the abuse of others. So that was quite tricky. But I sometimes think it gave me a great urge to get away and do stuff. And that's
I know.
got to be good.
Reading your book, it's amazing, all the stuff you've done. You know, against all the adversity you've had, you've got on and done everything, haven't you?
Well, I think, ironically, it made me very willful and bratty at times and
Yeah.
determined. And, of course, the thing I think had the biggest impact on me was I'm original era punk.
Yeah.
And I'm older than I look.
Yeah. I was trying to work out how old you were from the book. I think you were quite a bit younger than me.
I'm waiting for my partner Kev to come on and say how old I am. Should I do a big reveal?
Yeah.
You've got you. I mean, I know I don't look it, but I'm 60 in 3 weeks.
Oh, mate, you're not that much younger than me then. I'm 63.
There you go.
Brilliant.
So I know I can get away easily. I think I have my darling mother to thank because she's got very good skin. She's 84 and she hasn't got any wrinkles.
Oh,
So,
mate. You still
um,
see your mum?
I do. I see my mum. I love my mummy. She's in Devon.
Oh, she stayed there then?
Yeah, she stayed in Devon. She's been there for 30 years. So, and she's happy. She lives on her own in a
Yeah.
little bungalow, and my brothers and sisters are there.
What? Your brother, is he called Ant, your brother?
My brother Ant is in Canada.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I'll have to share this with him. It is available after, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to share it with him because he'll like it. Now, I've actually got another brother and sister who I felt I didn't want to put in the book.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of to do with privacy. And
Yeah.
also it is difficult when you do a memoir because you have to be aware of who's around, who's likely to be hurt by it.
Exactly.
You have to protect the innocent as well as the guilty, or the guilty as well as the innocent, actually. But that's just how it goes. It was, and I've got diaries. I know in the memoir extracts from my diaries begin the chapter, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're real. I have 30 odd years, 36 years of diaries.
Oh, I wish I had some. I've got about 3. I think
I was fanatical in the 80s when the memoir really gets going. I was fanatical about keeping a journal, and it's sort of inspired by people like Aeneas Nin and blah. I just felt this was the most amazing thing to do, and it's helped. It's helped with the memoir because you catch little things of the era, and I don't know if you or some of the people watching saw me in the BBC 4 thing, the People's History of Pop.
Oh, no, I don't think I did, but it sounds like is it still available?
I think so, but
I'd love that.
Yeah, but I'm in the one talking about, because I mentioned it to you, I actually read a huge piece from my journals about going to the Blitz Club.
Yeah.
Which isn't in the journal along with all the other stuff because we wanted it very much about when I moved to London. But I just had the most amazing, extraordinary night dressing up and going to the Blitz.
Were you
Because
living in that time or?
No, I was living in Buckinghamshire,
Yeah.
which was where I was very like a rural peasant. I was a peasant. I was the peasant stock,
Yeah. I
which
don't.
they're kind of nice, but you know, when you're working class in a posh area, that is very weird sometimes.
Yeah.
But it took an extraordinary efforts to get to the Blitz.
Yeah. How did you get there?
Well, me and my friend, who's in the book, Tamsin,
Oh yeah.
we saved up and up and up and up and up, and it probably was the only time we used a taxi that year.
Yeah.
That's what life was like then.
I must have
And
been.
sorry, Sue.
Well, you got a taxi all the way to the Blitz.
Yeah,
Must have been expensive.
it was. I was a bit more mobile then, and Tamsin was quite mobile. But she lived in Leighton,
Yeah.
and that's how I ended up in Leighton, really, because of which is in the memoir. But yeah, we went to the Blitz, and it was packed with extraordinary people. And I felt, although my heart and my politics are punk,
Yeah.
I will never ever deny the enjoyment I got from dressing up.
Yeah.
It was just extraordinary because I've never had the chance. I always say I was bedroom punk, and one of my personas is the naked punk. I'm still on a naked punk tour.
Oh yeah.
Because it's gone on halt, of course, because of Corona. I was due to do maybe 4 more events, one in Hastings.
Yeah.
Which I could put it out there if anyone's listening.
Yeah.
Anyone can. I still want to do an event. I want to do a word fest under the Naked Punk heading.
Yeah.
So it's got to be completely inclusive in terms of what we feature, in terms of access for all, etc. But I have the money for it, you see. But it's just, where do we go now? We would have tried to have done it.
Katie be able to help you with that. That's just her line of. You know, Katie at the beginning, behind the scenes.
Oh, Katie Baird, yeah.
She does.
Oh, we'll have to have a chat then, because a part of it, of course, is the dreaded coronavirus has made that difficult. I definitely should talk to Katie behind the scenes, because I also want to do through this sort of platform. I want to do a penny TV.
That'd be brilliant. Did you killed yourself during the main bit of the virus?
Did I have to isolate?
Yeah, staying on your own.
Yes, to begin with, and again, if you or anyone's interested, I did a series of videos early on called Seen and Unhearded.
Yeah.
Coronavirus and me, because initially it was very hard. I got the letters very early on. I'm in the highest shielding even now, but it was a very strange, challenging experience. But in some ways, I'm fortunate, depending on what way you look at it, because I have a live-in personal assistant.
Yeah.
And I say that very particularly. We don't say carer, we say personal assistant.
Yeah.
Katie probably knows all about that because of working with Catherine. Now, Emma today is my personal assistant, but they live in for like a week. And I still need them to support me in my daily, independence, whether there's a virus or not. And so I had to ask them all if they were happy.
Yeah.
Because initially they had to be pretty much in a housechem suit to work with me, to protect me. I'm exaggerating a bit, but it was quite, challenging when your PAs help you with personal care, and then the next thing they've got to wear a mask and, stay at 6 foot at all times, blah, blah, blah. So that was tricky. But I still think that a lot of it is entirely due to the confusion that has been blasted upon us by our hateful government. So,
I agree with you
politics. I said politics.
Oh, you don't mind politics? No, I spend a lot of time slagging off the government on here. Don't worry. Everyone
Yes,
does.
good.
They're beyond belief, the rubbish that they come up with.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I just, it's very
they-
confusing, Sue. Very confusing what they actually mean at the bottom of it all. Like, what is it? What is the bottom line that they are telling us?
I know. I don't think.
No, I don't trust them. I just trust my own medical team, and they're saying to me, stay away from crowds, wear your mask outside, and be scrupulous in sanitising.
Yeah.
And I will do that because it protects me, who has a dodgy immune system.
Yeah.
But it also protects people I love.
Exactly.
Who may be in other situations, but outside of that, I am not going to be lectured to, and I will always try and find out a good source of information. Certainly not the government.
I know.
So,
Terrible.
change the subject, Sue. Ask me something else.
Okay, then. Now, I was very thrilled in your book. By 1990, you seem to be married twice. Did you just like weddings?
Yeah, I was married twice. Well, I've got to talk about that, have I?
Yeah. Are you still friends with Freddie?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, because there wasn't even a picture of Freddie, so I was quite keen to see what he looked like.
No, he didn't want to be in it.
Oh.
We had a polite discussion about it, but he wanted as little connection to it as possible.
Yeah. And what about Mr. Pepper?
Oh, yeah. He's moving to Hastings soon.
I'll tell you what, he's given you a brilliant name, though, hasn't he?
Absolutely. We're still good friends, and I speak to him practically every day. And yeah, I'm very happy to be a Pepper. I think, and I really care for Gabriel, but we were just chalk and cheese in certain things.
Yeah.
And I realised a bit late in the day, probably in my 40s, that I don't really like being pinned down.
Yeah.
So if you don't like being pinned down or compromising, and I was even joking with Kev Towner's my other half, I said, do you like being a writer's widower? Because that's kind of what he's like when I get working.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
With you?
No, he doesn't, and I don't want to live with anybody. That probably makes it easy.
I agree with you. Whereabouts does Kev live?
He lives up the road.
Oh, handy then. That's the best.
He lives Chapel Park Road.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's forgotten. It's literally at the top of King's Road, and you go up the hill and you turn left, and that's where it is.
Oh, not far then.
No. But I sound like some precious type of artist, but I am, maybe. But for me, writing is it.
Yeah.
So if partners can't cope with that, there's nothing I can do about it. And that's it. And now I'm nearly 60, so I'm not really ready to compromise on it.
Oh, the older I get, I want to compromise.
You want to?
No, the less I want to compromise. I just want to do what I do in my house on my own.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what was I going to say? So before you were a writer, really, you were more a musical writer, weren't you? You were writing your own songs, and you had a band.
I was.
Yeah.
There was, and I'll tell you what, it's. Oh, there's Kevin. Hello,
Kev. Won't say anything horrible about you, Kev.
No, we're saying lovely things about you.
Yeah.
It's music. Well, I've always loved music. Music's really important.
Yeah.
But in those days, we're talking. I started trying to start writing seriously from the 70s when I was doing stuff for fanzines and, punk scenes.
Yeah.
But I realised fairly quickly that there was you didn't even really get working class writers. It was a fluke then, let alone disabled women.
Yeah. You
So
haven't chance seen that film that was out this weekend on Amazon Prime about how to build a girl?
no.
Because it's Caitlin Moran, but it's about a working class girl going to work at the music press.
Oh yeah, I know Kate. I know who Caitlin Moran
Yeah,
is. Yes.
so it's
Yeah.
a bit a bit like the same journey she had. It's very interesting about how the music business works.
Well, it is weird because the music business, because of punk, had more openness. So
Yeah,
you could, all my stuff, as you've read in the beginning, it was done by a friend of mine in Walthamstow, who actually lives in Hastings now. It's very incestuous by pure
everyone.
chance. We all gravitate to the wonders of Hastings.
I know.
But I knew that I could be creative, and a lot of my lyrics are quite based in a sort of poetical form.
Yeah.
So it was natural. I like singing. I got a band together. One
Why?
day, come on, Hastings. Who out there would like to do my CD? My album was never done on CD. Can you believe it?
Oh
I'd
no.
love to redo it.
Oh,
It's,
it's made great.
but
But
yeah,
CDs aren't even a thing anymore, is it? It's just kind of digital.
yeah, I've got it all on stuff to download. But I'd
Yeah.
love to redo it, do it properly, get it,
Yeah.
officially on Spotify. Can you imagine?
I
Great,
know.
wouldn't it?
But
Something
what's
like that.
so amazing about you, because most people, their bands and that, it's like from going out, meeting people in clubs and all that. And you couldn't really go out because the access disabled people was so terrible. And I
Yeah.
can't believe that when you went to music companies, it says, "Oh, we can't have you. You're in a wheelchair. We can't have a video of you in the wheelchair." And they try to take photos out of you. It's so shocking.
Yeah, it was very shocking then, but I was sort of naive, and it helped because it didn't knock you back. It was like
Yeah,
every time it knocked me back, me and Freddie and my lovely band around me, we tried to find a new way.
yeah,
So there was never any issue amongst the people I knew and loved that
yeah,
it should be a thing. And I still love them all for that. I never ever felt, I mean, obviously, I led a certain life that didn't involve going out much at all. I went out a few times with Freddie to local gigs,
yeah,
but it was such a palaver because you got somewhere and you could get in, and then there might not be a toilet; it'd be in the basement.
yeah,
So I didn't do many gigs. I did a few, and you've read them. Um, the one at the Tabernacle in Notting Hill, I think that is, yeah,
yeah,
was great. Absolutely the best one that I remember. It just worked, and the audience were on our side, and
yeah,
fabulous. But it was all those mad, the mad things like. Oh, I did a little one at Chat's Palace in Hackney,
yeah.
and my roadie was Diane Abbott. I did
Really?
give
Oh,
her a
yeah, I
book.
read that.
Yeah, I did give her a book last year when they had the Corbyn rally, but I don't know if she ever managed to read it. I'd love her to know though, because yeah, it kind of meant a lot to me, and I feel for her because she had so much hate on social media. So
Oh,
yeah, I love to think of all that, and some people. I don't know if you've heard of him, Sue, Robert Wyatt.
yeah, of course I have. Yeah,
Good. He became a good buddy, helped me with a lot of things back then. So, and even getting my postcard and letters from Morrissey,
I know. I
who
was thrilled with that.
I know it was like that changed me. That was another thing that changed me, and the fact that he told me I could write beautifully in 1984, that meant a lot.
Hey, did you ever meet him?
No,
Oh,
no,
I
never.
told him this the other week. I think how I met Morrissey.
You did meet him.
Yeah, I went to a bizarre council flat, council estate pub with him in Camden. Bizarrely, one day.
What was he like in person?
Nice, but now he seems to have turned a little bit peculiar, doesn't he? But it was
Yeah, he
perfect.
does. He does. I know. I've got a friend who runs his biggest fan club,
Yeah,
and in fact, the other thing, this program I was on, the People's History of Pop.
Yeah.
Someone on there called Angie, she was featured for her absolute huge Smiths and Morrissey archive, because they were quite interested in me because of my Morrissey letters.
Yeah.
But she beat me to it, Angie, and she's much younger than me, and I always say to her, "Oh, you know, what do you think, you know?" And she's like, "I just don't believe it." She doesn't believe any of the press about Morrissey. And I've still got a bit of affection for him, but it is like a nostalgia.
Oh, yeah, that's like me.
Yeah.
Affection like that for Robbie Williams. I know he's a Wally now, but he was in Take That. So a little part of my heart always belongs to Robbie Williams. I'm ridiculous for my age, my obsession with pop stars.
Well, why not?
What else? Oh, hang on. Matt Thomas. Because he was working in a record shop in Hastings. Oh!
No, you shouldn't have to blush, Matt. Blooming hell.
No, I fact, you're very much at one with your sexuality. You see, I couldn't write my biography because I'd be too embarrassed to write all the smutty bits in it, especially when my mum's still alive. But you've gone for it, haven't you?
Yeah, that's a long journey though. If I'd written the memoir 20 years ago, I couldn't have written that.
Yeah.
But it's been a journey of, you know, I've known so many great women who've guided me and helped me on that journey.
Yeah.
And taught me to be comfortable in my own skin.
Best place to be.
Sorry, Sue?
Being comfortable in your own skin is the best place to be in.
Yeah, it is. And also like realising when you've had 2 husbands and 3 fiancés or whatever, plus, you suddenly think, hang on, what am I worrying about almost? Like, I must be okay. And then you sort of learn to love yourself from that. And I still believe it. It's such an old cliche, but if you're comfortable in your own skin, it somehow shows, and then it gives you confidence, and you're a relaxed person. I do love doing modelling. I've done a fair bit, and nude. Yeah. And it's just, I find it so interesting. Well, what am I saying this to you for, Sue? But how artists see you.
I wouldn't be doing nude modelling now, I can tell you.
I probably would, but I love how artists see you, no matter what it is. Yeah. I just love and it's not about whether it's flattering or any of that, but I just love how they interpret you. Like, I've got little hands, look.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Little hands. I show you my little hands.
Oh, they're cute.
And I've had a lot of self-consciousness about my little hands. Kev loves them. But writers have said to me, hopefully writers, but artists have said, oh, we love them. They're like extraordinary.
Hands. But people as well, a lot of people tell me, oh, God, I love your chubby hands.
Yeah, mine are little and chubby, my little sausages.
Are your little feet the same? Have you got little chubby feet as well?
Yeah, I have, yeah. Oh. Yeah. But artists always say to me, oh, they look like, one said they look like Elvin, like an elf, or a fairy, or a little goddess, and you think, bloody hell, I love it. And they're my hands, so you know.
Do they work? But it must be annoying that they don't work properly and you can't pick things up properly. Or do you find a way around everything?
No, that's I'm old school. I'm old school, Sue. So I don't really see the world that way. I see the world as there's barriers to remove. Yeah. And they can be removed by other methods than my hands.
That's true.
So, and if Kevin's listening, he might chip in. Kev Towner. Come on. So I have a PA with me all the time,
Yeah.
and they can pick things up for me. I also have an attitude of how important is it in the
Yeah.
great scheme of things, whatever it may be. So I have help with every personal aspect of my life and a little more. Like Emma's set the screen up, put my microphone in. I do know at the moment that, well, I don't like saying the word privilege because that sounds like it's an extra rather than a necessity.
Yeah.
But I do feel that what the government has done to disable people's rights is atrocious and inhumane. It's worse than it was, say, 20 years ago when I was fighting
Yeah.
with many people to get proper social care. As you've read the book, Sue, where I get a PA halfway
I
through, don't I?
I was thrilled for you, but I can't believe
And
you did so that it was so much you doing it that you bothered to write. You made the fuss, and you sorted it out for yourself. It was brilliant.
well, that's the whole thing because a lot of people I know may not have a PA to the level they need because now, it does get to, you wait till my novel comes out, there's a lot of this where you're just sort of fed and watered, particularly elderly people. I will never let it happen to my mum ever, where she just gets given a sandwich and one incontinence pad a day if you're lucky. We just, let's not let that happen. It's sickening,
But it
and
must
I'll
be
be
your
saying
personal
that.
assistants to be working with you, who's so positive and so wants to do things. It must be so interesting for them.
If
Um,
you get the right people, yeah, doesn't always work because
I know.
sometimes you get. I've had some horrors,
Yeah.
which would be another entire hour, but
Yeah.
I've had some horrors where they get weirdly jealous of you
Yeah.
because of what you're doing, or and often I think it can happen anyway because whether you're disabled or not, because people don't realise the amount of work you might put into things, into the fact that I'm now 18 months ago I was part of a show at the Royal Albert Hall,
Yeah.
and that was amazing, doing my spoken word poetry with another local,
Yeah.
Selena Godden. Yay! Love Selena. And I was with Emma that day. Fine, Emma's not remotely jealous of me and supports
Yeah.
me wonderfully, but some people would be, and they almost think it's just about just pushing yourself forward. But of course, behind all that comes the work, the graft, writing things, getting people to publish your work,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc. So some PAs haven't worked out because they find that too. I don't know. I need a psychologist to unravel why they could be jealous, but it
Mm.
does happen.
But that seemed to be what happened with Freddie, your husband. He was a little bit jealous, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Seemed
he
like,
was. Yeah, he definitely had, and he was from a punk background and so on, but he had that idea that my work wasn't as important.
yeah,
Um, and it's funny when you think back, and that's the punk era when there was a big, surge for equality for women. But it was interesting because he didn't really want me to have a PA.
oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Um, in
Is he
terms of,
kind of he wanted you to be sort of dependent on him or something?
yeah, I think so.
Weird. Isn't it?
Well, I think that lots of relationships get like that, whether
Oh,
they're just,
they do.
whether it's about money, mobility, um, finding your own way with something that doesn't include your partner, when in reality it should just be complementary to each other. But
Exactly.
it wasn't with Freddie, sadly. So yeah, I like the idea of a marriage for having a big party.
Yeah.
That's why me and Gabriel got married. I wish I could show you some of the photos because we had matching robes in purple.
Well, there's one in the book, but it wasn't. It was in black and white though, so I couldn't
Yeah,
see.
we're in purple robes because Gabriel's a bit of character.
Yeah. So
And
where do you get
you
all
know,
your clothes from now? Just normal shops, or
yeah, mostly. I'm a bit of I'm like what do they call? I scout around. I scout for things I like,
that's a
and
very pretty.
I think this might be ASOS.
Oh, I get lots of things from ASOS.
Yeah. So, and my nice little Frida here. This
Oh yeah.
is this is Emma. This Emma makes jewellery,
Oh yeah.
and she made this for me.
Oh, it's
Which
lovely.
also can be a brooch. So there's Frida there, but
Yeah.
she does a lot. And if anyone's interested, look her up. Flighty Piece on Etsy. There you
Oh,
go.
right. Does she do your hair for you, or do you do that yourself? It's
No,
lovely.
she did my hair. That can be a really funny thing with PAs because they're like, "Is that all right?" No. Move that one. Is that it? No. Let's start again. No. I've now got a Barbie head, like one of those
Oh, girls'
head
world
thing.
sort of thing. They used to be called
They were called what, Sue?
girls' world.
Yeah,
You
I think it is like a
know,
girl's world where, yeah, it is
oh,
like
I
a
wanted
full.
one of them. I never had one.
No, well, I got one out of a charity shop, and what it means when it's in front of me, I can at least say this bit down here, this bit there,
Yeah.
this bit comes up. So I do a rough approximation of what I want them to do to my head,
Yeah.
and it works.
Brilliant. And yeah, because I'm still thinking about disabilities now, because I used to work in a job centre and I used to hate how horrible disabled people were taught and the rules and everything. It
Oh
was so
yeah,
horrible. And working, that's why I had to leave in the end. Well, I got made redundant, but the joy, because it was just getting harder and harder. And like people who, I mean, it was people from abroad as well. People who lived here 20 years and they were stopping their money
oh
because
I know,
foreign. And then
I
just
know,
people, they couldn't get out of bed, but they were saying, no,
yeah,
you go to work. And it's heartbreaking.
I know, I know. It's a sickening state of affairs, and I think history will condemn them, but I'd rather we got rid of them now.
Sooner
Uh,
the better.
there's been a lot of anger as well. I think that's part of the coronavirus fallout. But
Mm,
people seem angry with each other, which is sad because we should be angry with the government primarily, and learn from that there has to be a better way. And of course, in my heart, I'm an anarchist. I'm a true
mm.
anarchist, and I believe in mutual aid. And so now it's so funny. You read reports and it's like there are 56 mutual aid groups in the UK, and mutual aid is one of the tenets of most anarchist belief systems,
Yeah.
or practices. Come on, Kev. I'm surprised he hasn't popped up to have a
Is he an anarchist? Oh, Kathy Guest has a girls' world.
hello, Kathy.
Oh, see, there's
Oh,
specials in girls' world than your anarchy. Hi, Hercules Fisherman. I'm glad
who's
you're here.
Hercules? Hello, Hercules Fisherman. What a great name. Oh,
Ah, Matt, go on, get out more. He says you're an
well, come
inspiration.
on, Matt. Get out there. Come and say hello next time when me and Kev are swanning about. Yeah, just remember the barriers are not your fault. They're the responsibility of society to remove. And that's what we do with our group in Hastings. We have a group. Can I just talk about that, Sue, quickly?
Please do.
Oh, all right, yeah. It's called HAVE,
Mm,
HAVE, and it's
yeah.
Hastings Access to Venues and Events. And we've been around about 4 or 5 years, but we are entirely voluntary.
Mm,
We're not a registered charity or anything because it's basically me and my lovely friend Teresa Hodge,
mm,
who lives around the corner too, and sometimes Kev. That's it. But we did a newsletter, and I edited that, and it's really looking at that side of Hastings where we can support people to make things more accessible. It's not just about ramps. It could be making information available in large print, making information available in other formats. Just giving information. If you know information, then you can often make an informed decision. And that's partly half of the journey we do with that. Like, you know, if someone says, oh, well, this is open to all, everyone welcome, and you ring up and they say, oh no, part of the time I want to go, actually, we didn't mean everyone. We meant everyone except disabled people. It's never going to happen. But I do believe the access will change. I think it will be built in eventually.
Supposedly they made a law, didn't they, that everything's meant to be accessible.
Well, there is a law, but it's very, very.
Yeah.
There's what was that, Sue?
Always a loophole you can get out of.
Yeah, there is a loophole, and if it's too old, I mean, Hastings has some pretty good reasons. I.e., it's geography.
It's not
the geography.
The hills. Because I've got terrible knees. When I first moved here, I thought, oh my goodness, it's a nightmare. And I blew my clutch trying to get up and down the hills.
Well, exactly. And it's like, it's a thing that affects everybody at one point or another. But I also think it's about being creative. Like, if you do an event, then do a pop-up event at a place that's, you know, is accessible. Like, oh, hello, Kathy. Yeah, I know Kathy.
That reggae festival, and they're going to make it more accessible.
And I think Kathy asked me what gig I wanted to go to. That's quite tricky. Oh yeah, what band do you want to see live?
Oh, Despo's been out for lunch.
I don't know. It's very hard because I love the music scene in Hastings.
Yeah.
So I could be loyal. What have we tried to do, Kev? Who've we tried to see and we keep missing them? God, that's so hard to answer. Probably be something really obscure, Kathy, actually. Not so well known. I do like folk. So one of the new folk troupes would be good.
Yeah. I mean, how long did you move to Hastings?
I moved to Hastings two and a bit years ago, but before that, I was living in a caravan up on the ridge.
Yeah.
Well, not full time, but at the weekends. I had a caravan that I made accessible.
Yeah. And
I came down most weekends because me and Kev had got together because we've been together 10 years.
Yeah.
So he's doing pretty well, being a widower, as we were. But yeah, so I got that in about 2008. Yeah. And then I couldn't live there immediately. It needed lots doing to it. But by 2010, I was staying at the weekends. And I met Kev through work, actually, talking about access stuff. So at the town hall. And he asked me out for lunch straight away.
Oh!
And I said no.
Playing hard to get, were you?
I was just like focused that day. I was like, no, I'm doing this. And then I've got to go back to London because I lived in Islington for, I don't know, a long time.
Or in the lovely Victorian house?
No.
With your horrible neighbours?
No, that was in Woodford Green. Woodford. Bloody Woodford.
The petition up, so they didn't want you live there. I couldn't believe it. It was so disgusting.
It was awful. Oh, yes, Kev, you'd like to see. Bellowhead don't exist anymore, Kev. Maybe the Unthanks would be nice. I saw Bellowhead at Royal Festival Hall. That was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, well, we talk. Oh, the neighbours. Yeah, that it's very posh in Woodford, and that the council had moved me.
Yeah.
And they put me in this lovely Victorian house, which actually, when it all panned out, they never ever should have offered it to me.
No. Since it had big 5 steps up the door, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And it was just such an issue to get it sorted, as I write about. But then, yeah, the neighbours were hellish,
I get
saying,
beyond my comprehension how people can be so evil.
yeah, but I think they were so posh, so very very posh, without any imagination. I'm not defending them, but it was just the bit where they come out in the garden on the surveyor's visit, and they literally thought I should go where I go for people like me. And you're like, okay, is that people like me? People like, and what does that mean? You can imagine them saying it to so many groups
Yeah.
of human beings, excuse me. And they reported to the press that I must have had it was a, what's it? It was like an in-house job that I'd been offered it because I worked for the council. I never ever worked for the council. So where these things come, and what were they scared of? Do you know what I mean? What were they? What was it?
It's unbelievable. So shocking.
It's like something out of a different era, isn't it? That's the thing. And I mean, it is now. That was about 1990, I think.
It's only 30 years ago.
Yeah,
But then pubs used to have that signs, didn't they? No blacks, no gypsies, no this.
Yeah, no Irish, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you could rent flats that the landlords could say they wanted in their flat, couldn't they?
Yeah. So that was, yeah. Well, I think that's got a bit better, but
Yeah.
it's still a long way to go. But meanwhile, Sue, I know we're getting nearish the end. I've got to talk about what I've been doing.
Yeah, I was going to just ask you about your book. Tell
The
us all about
difficult
it.
thing is it hasn't got a confirmed.
Adam wants to talk about hair. Okay, Adam, my hair's a mess today, all right?
Yeah,
But
all right. I'll just say, look at the fringe, Adam. Your extremely super talented husband did this beautiful.
See, I'm thinking I need to trim because I need my dark bits cut off the bottom, so I'll have to ring up for a trim.
Yeah, get Andrew back. Yeah, we sound like a pair of lovies now.
Anyway,
Yes, my hair is done.
Your book.
My hair is done by the amazing
I know.
Andrew Parrish.
And it's my model last week. He does her hair as well, Maggie.
Oh, okay. There you go then. I just don't like anyone else touching my hair now.
Oh.
Because Andrew just does it exactly how I want it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can turn. Can you see me undercut?
Oh, yeah, lovely, yes.
I do love an undercut.
You punk, aren't you?
Yeah. Look, it's grown already. I've got some hair, but I love it when it's just fresh done.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to have your hair up in the middle and you can get quite punky like that. So my current work is a novel. It's 100,000 words. There isn't a confirmed title.
Yeah.
That's why I can't talk about the title. There was a title, but it may need to be changed.
Yeah.
But it's been. This is the thing when you're new to writing, you don't often realise that you end up living, breathing, drinking, dreaming.
Yeah.
This work when it's that intense. Now this is a long story of progress because I wrote it. I think I mentioned it in the memoir, so it's at least 20 years old, and it's just that for a while, for ages, it was never. Yes, Kev, I know.
Floating on screen, you two lovebirds.
It's no one was ever going to publish this in the 90s because it's got a central character who's disabled called Nancy Jones, and she goes on this extraordinary time-travelling journey to become a freak in a late Victorian freak show.
Yeah.
And it runs in two parallels, but
Mm.
I'm very, very, very proud of it, and I do hope that it will be a great success. It's got everything. It's got an examination of difference and otherness. It's
Yeah.
got lots of. It's another great love of mine. And my next novel will be set in Hastings, and I'm
Oh,
going to be
good,
doing
good.
this again.
We love
It's
Hastings.
stuff to do with folklore and traditional magic, and I want to undig all that from Hastings, so I'll
Yeah.
be searching that out. But the next one's going to be a bit of a thriller about a murder. But the novel with Nancy Jones,
Yeah.
I hope I didn't finish it early today. I was hoping it's going to have to be finished after this.
Still exciting. This is the day you finish it.
Yeah, it will be the day I finish it.
And you've been writing it for how long?
20 years, but not the same draft, because I kept doing things like throwing it away and throwing it away and not keeping copies, and
Yeah.
decided I hated it, and then I'd write another one, and it's gone on like that for a long time.
Yeah.
And learning all the stuff, like I can't really type myself.
Yeah.
Like, so learning to do voice dictation. Software's got a lot better.
I bet you get some funny things come up, don't you?
You do on the easy ones, like you've got Google Voice and Siri and all that. They're really shit because you
Yeah.
can't correct them. But
Yeah.
there is something called Drag and Dictate, which is brilliant. Lot of money.
Yeah.
But you can correct everything, and it's much more streamlined to hear your voice properly. So I use that. I just got the latest version, and I also have like Emma can type for me.
Yeah.
My lovely friend Teresa, I can dictate to them.
Yeah.
So it's just learning. It's a different method, and I've talked about that on a video somewhere. But
Yeah. Have you got a publisher yet for your book, or are you going unbound again?
no, I'm not doing Unbound, but I have got a lovely agent called Abby Fellows, who's
Brilliant.
with the Good Literary Agency, and I'm very
Yeah.
happy to be with them. So that's the next thing. She's taking it tomorrow, and it will go out. Yeah, I'm sending it to Abby tomorrow.
You printing it off, or you just sending it email?
Email
When
these
I've
days.
only written one book. When I wrote, I was quite because email didn't really exist. I had to print it all off and run it up to the publishers.
Oh, what was that one, Sue? I did have a little look.
Bowery.
Oh yeah.
But that's only available on Kindle. No, I'm trying to plug my own stuff now, aren't I?
Why not? It's got to be done.
So we've only got about 5-10 minutes left. So has anyone got any questions they're desperate to ask Penny? Because I think I've taken all the time up.
I've yacked.
Oh, you've been marvellous.
Let's have
Can you send your pictures by Facebook Messenger? Oh, she's buying.
Oh, Kathy, I thought. Oh, of the novel. I think Kathy bought my memoir from her.
I want to buy the Saucy book next. I'm going to get that next. Your sex book.
I can bring you one over.
Oh, I'll buy it. I'd like to. But I'm desperate to come over and visit you. Or you can visit.
Come and see me. Just come and see me. I'm just,
I might come later this week if you're free.
Yeah, let's do that, Sue.
Yeah.
I want you to, you're not allergic. You're not allergic to cats, are you?
No. The thing is, I'm trying to make friends with cats because I think I should have a pet. But I'm a bit frightened of them. I'm frightened to pick them up. So if you've got one, I can kind of learn maybe.
Yeah, you can come and learn. She's quite a friendly one. She'll come and.
Sad when your other cat died. What was it, Tootie?
Oh yeah. Oh, Debbie, darling, I can't tell you what it's called. I'm forbidden.
This old book, the one
that one. Yeah, this one.
First in the World Somewhere, but a new book hasn't got a title.
Yeah, First in the World Somewhere is available everywhere. It helps if you buy it from bookshops, and of course we have a few. We have a few independent bookshops in our lovely town. So I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be leaving books at the Bookkeeper in King's Road in St Leonard's.
Oh yeah.
Because the lovely Robert, he has a local authors section.
Yeah.
So I keep saying yes.
Personal assistants.
Is he what?
Is he the husband of one of your personal assistants?
He is indeed. Yeah.
That's it. Sell his bookshop.
Do you know Hannah?
I've met her, but I don't really know her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know her. Hannah's an
Robert,
absolute...
but I don't really know him. I've never really had a proper chat with him, but I know who they are.
Hannah's an absolute joy.
Aww.
She is an absolute joy. So I'm very lucky at the moment with my personal assistants there. Because also Deborah. You know Deborah? Pink Minx.
No, what?
Did you know Pink Minx, Deborah?
No, I don't know her.
Oh, she's a local, but she's living in Spain now, Deborah.
Oh, yeah.
And she's... I hope I see her soon, but I won't chat all that publicly. But
yeah,
because I've got a few PAs that live in Poland, Slovakia.
What? So they come over to you for a week and then go back?
Yeah, well, yeah, usually, but not during lockdown. So I've had other PAs helping me out, which has been very much appreciated. But the travel stuff is ridiculous.
I know. Well, I've just asked someone to be my model next week because I only did it today, and he texted me. He went, well, I don't know. He goes, because I'm just on my way back from Spain. I don't know what work would be like. I went, well, you won't be working for 2 weeks, will you?
No, I know. Yeah, so I think I'm trying to think what else I could ramble on about. Please.
Any questions, anyone?
Yeah, and if you want to buy my book, can I just please encourage you to? Because if nothing else, it's not an ego thing. I don't make millions out of this, but I do it because I believe in it. And I believe that the story is good.
And is it available in the shop in King's Road?
Not yet, but it will be.
No, is this one available?
Yeah, I'm going to take some down, yeah.
Lovely.
And I might sign some. So Robert can put that on the cover.
Yeah.
It was in Waterstones. It was in Waterstones for a bit, but they're like, those sort of places are weird that if they don't sell 10 in the first week, they put you in the back room.
Yeah. Are you taking part in the Hastings Carnival online?
I didn't even know it was online. I've been in a bit of a lockdown with social media. I've got a lovely lady, Tracy, who helps me with some of my personal stuff.
Yeah.
Sharing, but I'm not actually doing Facebook or anything at all, so I wouldn't know. I worked out today, I've done 40 days.
What, without
practically straight, without on the novel, reading it and making the final editorial changes. Yeah. So that's it's like you're in another country. And it just, I'm glazed. I'm right glazed. I am with that.
Oh, yeah, Matt took it to the front of the shop.
Oh, Matt, was it in there then? So it was in Waterstones. That's amazing. Because I thought they got rid of it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, Kathy, I don't know. Send me the link on my messenger. What do they want us to do? And I would love to sing. I mean, Hannah's great. Hannah's a really good musician.
Yeah.
But I would love to do singing again, and it's so good for you.
Good for your lungs, isn't it? But you're not allowed. Yeah. You're not allowed to sing at the moment, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, because of the virus. I think they can't have musicals on or anything because.
Oh yeah.
Singing, it projects the germs.
Well, yes, but you can do singing online. I've tried a few goes, but I've where I've been working so much, that's drifted. So I look forward to singing again and doing everything, and I look forward to the Naked Punk day.
I'll
Naked
definitely
Punk,
come into that.
the Naked Punk, I don't know, Word Fest, something like that. And I'll
You
talk to Katie because
don't
yes, I don't know. I want it to be in the Stade Hall, so we've got to just balance it out with what's available, what we're allowed to do, what's safe for everybody. But I look forward to chatting with you anyway, Sue. Look, 1 hour. I
Oh.
can't. I want to. Where did the pictures go?
Have we got pictures yet that you can show? So
Oh,
oh, that's jolly.
oh, who's that?
Don't we? Oh, I like that one.
Oh, wow, wow.
Oh, I bet David Sands. I'm trying to guess who they are. I think that's David Sands. Hilary Wilkie, all the way up in Newcastle.
Wow, I love how punky they've made
Karen
me.
Duffin. I knew this would be the right colours for her. That's lovely.
Oh,
That's lovely. That's
who's
beautiful.
that?
I don't know who that one is. Oh, Sarah Gibb H6. That's lovely.
Oh, Sarah. I love that.
Oh, that's very more. But what we'll do, we do a big gallery and put them all up. It's probably tomorrow or tonight. Depends.
Okay.
Busy. She's in London and she's got to come back, so it'll probably be tomorrow. And we put all the pictures up. But,
Oh, I'll have a look.
Are you in tomorrow?
Yes. No.
I might pop over tomorrow and see if that's all right. Is it all right?
Well, message me.
Yeah, I'll message you to make.
I might be going out if the weather's okay because I've been in for like 40 days. That's what it feels.
You need to go out and celebrate, don't you?
Yeah, I hope so. But
So
just
what time are you sending it?
Message me, Sue. Message me.
I will. What time are you sending your manuscript off?
Probably in the morning, like before 12. I know. I'll probably cry. 100,000 words plus is a lot of love and effort, and
it is.
I love my characters. They go like she goes on a terrible journey, and you know, and there's lots of dogs and animals, and there's magic, there's time travel.
Yeah.
There's Joseph Merrick.
Oh, nice. I like the colours at the top.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I tell you, Doug always does a lovely picture. Hizuru from Japan, so hopefully hers will be nice.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to see it. They're lovely, everybody. I love them. It just proves to me how much I love being a model.
I know. And what I love, I always say it every week, same subject, so many different pictures. And so they look so different, the styles, but that's what I love.
That is it. That is fabulous.
Well,
so are we going?
Private, but thanks everyone for watching. It's so enjoyable, and I hope you'll be hearing it. And thank you so much, Penny Pepper. I'm thrilled to have met you, and now I'm going to meet you in real life. We'll be proper friends.
I'm going to meet you, Sue Tilley. I'm excited too.
I know we'll be proper friends.
Yeah, neighbours.